So for this exercise, we're going to actually use our style rules to help us configure our table. So we're going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call this Chapter 9 Table. And I'm going to get this starter file in our Chapter 9 data files, open it up with Notepad, see what it looks like in Chrome. This is what we've got going on right now. So we're actually going to use some styles to configure this table to be more visually appealing. So we're going to configure the table element selector to be centered, have a dark blue 5-pixel border, and have a width of 600 pixels. So we're going to come up here within our style and we're going to go table. We're going to say, what's the first thing we want it to do? We want it to be centered. So let's set our margins to auto. And then we want the border to be 5 pixels solid and our dark blue. And we want the width to be 600 pixels. I'm going to save this as index.html, run it in Chrome. So now we've gone from here to here, so we can see where we've modified our border. Now I want to configure the table data and the table heading elements or selectors with border, padding, and Arial default sans serif typeface. So we're going to come underneath this, and we're going to go table data, table header, padding, nope, what are we starting with? Border. Border, 1 pixel, 1 pixel, solid, padding, 5 pixel, font family, Arial, sans serif. Okay, save that. So we've taken it from that to that, given it some more space, spread it out a little bit more, starting to look a lot better. So now we're going to add a border spacing to our table, because what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the empty space between the borders. So we're going to add a border spacing 0 to our table. So right up here underneath our width, border spacing 0. Save that. So all this space in between we got rid of. Now we're going to configure our caption styles. We want the caption to be font family, Verdana, sans serif, font weight, bold, font size, 1.2 EM, padding, bottom, 5 pixels, save that, give it a run. So this is affecting our caption, that's this part right up here. So see, now we're making it stand out some more. So now we're going to configure background colors for the rows instead of actual cell borders. So we're going to modify the style rule for our TD and TH element, and we're going to remove the border declaration and set the border style to none. So we've got our border, we're going to take that out, and then we're going to set the border style to none. So instead of the lines, now we just have kind of this area. And now we're going to create a new class called AltRow. That has a background color of a dark gray. And nothing changed, right? Because we put that class in our CSS, but we have to actually put it in our HTML now. So now, if we come into the alternating rows of our table, so here's table row 1, we're going to come to table row 2 and say class equals AltRow. Here's 3. Class equals AltRow. Save it. And now we have our alternating rows of a different color.